Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Say JG checks to see how much battery life he has left and should have switched controllers. Hopefully we'll get through another video of Final Fantasy VIII. And I think that's all of them. What is this dog up to? Bothering Cypher or something fierce. Well then, we're on standby till the enemy comes. Stand by, how boring. Sounds like it's starting. Bring it on. Get out of here. Scram. Hey, Barbarian soldiers. What are you waiting for? Come show me what you've got. Cypher really needs to calm down. He could carve his own shoulder up with this. Nothing. Still keeping us waiting. Try to play cards with the dog, no? The hell? Man, now this is what I call boring. That's what I call boring. Volume 10. This ain't right, man. Dave's not here, man. This ain't right, man. That's it. I can't take it anymore. What is this? Some kind of dog training? Schweinhund. Speak to Schweinhund. What? Now he's all sneaky. Made a big deal about looking sneaky, too. We just don't bother to stop them. It's the enemy. What the hell are they doing? Let's go fight them. That's our job, right? Hey, what's that up there? Our next destination. But that's against orders. Weren't you just saying how bored you were? Squall. I stand by the captain's decision. Captain's decision? You want to wreak some havoc too, don't you? It's a good opportunity to test out my training. I refuse to acknowledge any human emotion. Thanks to you, I feel like I can take on anyone, even if they do fight dirty like you. You'll thank me when the time comes. What the hell? I'm with Zell. I thought you guys didn't get along. You're all like buddy-buddy now. Listen, this ain't no ordinary battle. It's an exam, an important one. I'm telling you, we have to stick to orders. I'm not being consistent with my Zell voice. Then you stay here. I don't need any Boy Scouts. Well, I mean, yeah, if you did find some Boy Scouts, you'd probably be asking them if they know who the Scoutmaster is or any information on their organization that can allow new lawsuits to be brought. What was that? Don't take him seriously, Zell. Cypher, if we're gonna go, let's hurry. The enemy is headed for the facility. The Squad B ought to secure the summit. Move out. Alright. Fine. And this is the last time we see that dog, I believe, who was so critical to the story. So this is a screen I spent a lot of time running back and forth on fighting enemies. And this time didn't encounter any. This one too. A Dalit soldier. What business do they have in the communications tower now? As a child, I used to play the communications tower. It was already closed down then, and I was careless. That's how I got injured. I've been here since I was a child. Ah, who are you? Don't worry, we're seed candidates. We've been dispatched by Garden. So what's going on up there? The Galbadian soldiers. Oh, you mean the G army? Yes, they have entered the communications tower. On top of that, that place has always been a nesting ground for monsters. Seems like you guys should have done something about that. If you guys are going up ahead, be... And you fight these Anaconda enemies. Listen up. The finishing blow determines the EXP. Save it for me. Well, if I knew exactly how many hits this was going to take, that would be a lot easier. But we can probably let Cypher be the only one attacking it from now on. Well, this little it's flaps on the side of his head that are like ears. It's a delightful little dance when he gets hit. So these guys can poison you, which made them one of the bigger pains in the butt to grind against. Because getting poisoned, if you weren't saving your game periodically, would be very costly. Like, let a character die and then bring them back to life, because Phoenix Downs are cheaper. Like, use a Phoenix Down on Zell or Squall and let Cypher die and bring him back, because that's cheaper than an antidote at this point. I don't think that's right. I feel like I made that up. But yeah, it's a big pain in the butt to keep people all healed up. Because poison kind of sticks around. I guess status ailments... I can't remember if status ailments stay with you between battles in this game. I think they do. They're really making us... I guess I should have done a few more turns of everyone attacking before I just started having only Cypher doing it, but... I just had this vague notion that because he said save it for him, maybe it's considered an order. I don't think that actually affects your score. Oh, he actually had limit break, and I started skipping between waiting for the limit break sound. WWE, no mercy. And no mercy, I will show no mercy. That was a line from A-Train. I don't know quite how prophetic it was to talk about Chris Benoit and a lack of mercy. So he does get 230 and everyone else only gets 202, so yeah. That thing. Or app. Monsters, huh? That sucks. More fun for us, come on. Fun, please. Now, at this point, if you run back down the stairs, you can kind of continue to go back and forth and occasionally encounter Anacondas as enemies who allow you, like, if you were leveled up, you could probably get bio from them and stuff. But at this point, all they have is fire and cure. And they're worth more experience points than G soldiers, G army, G unit, but more dangerous. So when you're just fighting with Cypher and the corpses of Zell and Squall, you have to think about that when you go into encounters. Your fast strats are basically to keep Cypher kind of weak, wounded, but not dead, so that he gets lots of limit breaks and just wins battles in one turn as quickly as possible to level up. But if we keep going ahead, the plot continues, and you lose your opportunity for infinite grinding of GFs. I'm eventually going to load, and you're going to see that I've got, more GFs, but Quetzalcoatl, Shiva, and Ifrit will be at level 100, which means that if you actually summon them, their hit points and attack stats are much better, although I don't do a lot of summoning of GFs. It's not the style of gameplay I use. Oh yeah, and these guys are kind of worthless. guess you should keep drawing Cure since you're actually using Cure for Junction. But it's not like a huge deal. Again, we're going to be loading state. Let's get Cure going on Cypher so we don't die. You've seen this. Well, that was not a very good cast of Cure. But yeah, even with 3 times speed, this gets pretty repetitive. You can imagine what it's like without it. So yeah, Gizzard's super weak. And now Squall has like, whatever the heck it is, he has Cure Junction 2 is as good as it's gonna get. They drop screws, which are actually kind of useful for early game weapon development. We haven't actually gotten to the point yet where we've upgraded any weapons. Soon enough. Zelda squats and drops a deuce. The generator's up and running. No problem with the boosters. The hell are they doing? I mean, sorry, I didn't realize that was him. So the hell are they doing? Cableless connection confirmed. Beginning exchange process. Roger. Repairs. Who cares? This must be a first real battle. You scared? I don't know. I don't understand emotions. Try not to think about it. I love battles. I feel nothing. The way I look at it, as long as you make it out of a battle alive, you're one step closer to fulfilling your dream. Lebensraum für Deutschland. What? Your dream? You have one too, don't you? Sorry, but I'm gonna pass on that subject. It's so cool. Yo, let me in on it too. Mind your business. Frickin' hell. What's the matter, Svel? Spotting flies? Damn you! Jeez, that was way too easy to get worked up. Sorry, I'm gonna grab some water here. The voices. The voices in my head, that is. They're demanding I drink water. There you are. I mean, there you are. There's our dignified introduction to our new crew member, who winks and sticks her tongue out so that you know exactly what her character is. Are you Squad B? Wait a minute, you're the guy who showed me around, right? Thanks, I don't get so lost anymore. Oh yeah, I haven't told you my name yet. I'm a messenger named Selphie from Squad A. Well, don't I get to change it if I want to? The squad captain's Cypher, right? Where is he? I'll be down there. You want his junctions? One of these days, I'm going to tell you about my romantic dream. Oh, please don't. This sure is tough. Captain, wait up. What are you waiting for? Come on, come on. So for this one screen, we've only got 2. We can jump down, but you lose points. You're better off just running down, because you lose points for, like, composure or decisions or something. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. What the hell, let's scan them. elite soldier, an officer acting together with Galbadian soldiers. Defeat him first before he uses recovery magic on the other soldiers. Yeah, I don't think I can be bothered. I'm gonna take this guy out in one shot. I'm gonna recover him? I don't think so. This is not a game where it remembers the enemies that fell and gives their comrades the ability to cast life on them. So you can spend a lot of time grinding for levels with Cypher in your party, whether or not you choose to kill him. Obviously, in the game will be loading, I've spent a long time. So I think I tend to think of this stretch of game as being longer than it is because of that. But, yeah, we're kind of coming up. This tower that they're in is going to be a bit of a plot point. And now Selphie would be like, why the hell did you guys take so long to get down here? But we do get more points this way, I believe. And she's not going to come help us with any of these combats, by the way. She's just going to stand there fighting enemies by herself. I believe it will actually be faster to just kill this guy. Oh, no, he's going to cast fire. What took you so long? It would have been much quicker if you just jumped. Much quicker, please. You wouldn't normally jump off a cliff, okay? You get that right, Squall. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. You wouldn't normally jump that. I don't know. Well, anyway. Well, let's get going. Well, is everyone equipped to GF? You haven't forgotten, have you? You're the one who doesn't have a GF equipped, lady. Except that, nope, she doesn't have a GF equipped. Well, where the hell did the magic that, oh, no. Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't bother to do anything about it. Yeah, so Selphie just joins the party and replaces Cypher. Cypher will never be a party member again. That was a little stretch of game where we got to play with Cypher. He's not coming back. He'll continue to be in the story. He won't be a party member again. So I was pretty sure I remembered. I was pretty sure I remembered that Selphie just gets everything that Cypher had, and she does, except it doesn't automatically give you the Guardian Force, but she gets his magic. That's the main thing. And for whatever reason, I'm going to give her Thundara instead of Fire. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Oh, actually, no, wait. Now that I think about it, the next major fight we have might be something that's strong against that, so let's go with Fire instead. Not that she's going to be she's not really a major physical attacker. Well, no, actually, that's the other thing about this game, is that the characters are completely generic and identical, other than the limit breaks. So while they certainly might make it seem like, oh, you should be using magic for Selphie in terms of personality or whatever, they're actually all pretty much the same. So you use your nunchucks here. He doesn't have cure magic. What the hell are you talking about? Description in the game. Well, and you'll upskirt shot a Selphie if that's what you want. Slightly more like sexy, I guess, than it was in PS1 graphics. More high definition. Yes, my sexy. So, this is the communications tower? Sure is big. Yeah, she likes the big ones. Sorry. Ah! Cowards. Hey! The captain's getting away! Did he go up? Hey, Squappy Captain! Oh, the minute I take a step, the instant I take a step, we have combat. With generic man. Okay. So this is the kind of thing you find yourself doing a lot in this game, fighting a generic enemy to heal up with cure magic before going on to a potentially more dangerous fight. Sexy. I was about to say selfie doing a sexy pose, and I accidentally said sexy doing a selfie pose. Disgusting. Me, that is. We found blind, which is kind of a neat spell. And it's one of those spells you're afraid to use because you figure you're wrecking everyone's stats if you don't have exactly 100 of everything at all times. So what I want to do is see if I can find the slot where this party shows up for the first time. So we can see how different the world is. Well, obviously those guys have a hell of a lot more hit points. Why would that be? They're still only at level 8 each. Well, our Guardian Forces are now completely maxed out. There's nothing... Well, they still have stuff that's left to learn, which is surprising. But now he's got... we got two different ones that both have hit point junction. He's got strength bonus. So actually... In theory, we could have strength bonus on somebody, but since eventually you can have 4 different bonuses going at once to really ramp up people's stats, just having this isn't really enough to make it worth doing. But now that we've got HP junction on 2 different people, that's why. So then we've got 2 people whose hit points are up in the, near 3,000. And if you took a look at what's junctioned here, they got like Blizzaga, Curaga. We didn't have those spells before, so you might be asking yourself, how the hell is that even possible? Well, we have GF abilities. So you can refine mid-level magic from other magic. So you can refine cures into curas. Oh wait, how did we end up with Curagas, though? We might have gotten that from card mod. Oh, here we go. Lightning and wind magic. So, M-stone pieces, which enemies drop, will give us thunders. Wizard stones will give us thundagas. They're pretty rare, though. Ice magic. Fish fins, which we were getting tons of because we're fighting those fish guys, gives you water, which is why everyone suddenly has 100 times water. Must have been card mod or mid magic mod. I'm trying to figure out how the hell did we get to... Because we can get ammo from items. I'm not 100% sure how I managed to get Blizzaga and stuff on, guys, to tell you the truth. Oh, it's Kyoraga. Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised at that. I didn't think I had the correct, Oh, no, I'm being an idiot. By the time we were done with all this, the enemies, the magic the enemies have for you to draw is based on the average level of your party members. And like when I was grinding for all this time listening to Riff Tracks and Mystery Science Theater and stuff, Cypher was probably up at like level 50, 60, or 70. So the enemies started actually making it so you could draw all those high level spells. So that's why that technique, it took a lot of time. But by that technique, now we've got people who are only at level 8, but it's only the basic spells that you can get from those enemies. Like, it's not like we got our hands on Meteor or Ultima or anything, but we were getting the high-level versions of generic spells like Blizzaga and Thundaga because of what we did off-screen. Speaking of off-screen, it looks like off-screen I'm going to need to replace the controller, but it was pretty much time to call it a video anyway. When we come back next time, then, I'm not that worried about this next boss. I was thinking, like, just going through as quick as possible might be a little challenging to take on the next boss, but now I'm like, oh, wait. This was, like, the very first thing you do after a huge amount of grinding that was done off-screen, so I could make this super easy if I'd like. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you join next time as we take on... if you don't count Ifrit, the first actual boss, really, of Final Fantasy VIII. Spoilers, I guess, but yeah, people are running out. The soldiers are running out of the tower going, "Oh!" And you've been told it's a den of monsters. Yeah, boss fight's coming. See you then.